talk of cholesterol levels and their importance are often in the news, very high triglycerides are also a health risk, that Americans should be very aware of and take the steps to reduce the risk. Star of the hit reality show Pawn Stars, Rick Harrison from right here in Vegas. He joins us now on how he took on his high triglyceride levels. And Rick, it's great having you, buddy.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's always a pleasure having you on the show. Before we get into the triglycerides, I know you got a bunch of projects going on right now, including right next door to your shop.
Yeah, I have Pawn Shop Plaza, which is sort of like in Container Park downtown. We're hoping that we have a grand opening in July. We have Rick Harrison's Trivia Challenge. That's Old Man Interactive, all done in Vegas. That's my app that I'm doing. I have doing more episodes of Pawn Stars, more episodes of pornography, and I got 6 kids, so I have like no free time in the world.
6 kids, my goodness. So you have a very low stress life. That's important. Let's talk about high triglycerides, what it is and how you learned you had it.
I went and seen my doctor. It's Jill Oliver in town. She's absolutely amazing, by the way. I'm giving her a plug there. You know, I went and saw her. She did all my blood tests, and she called me back up and said, everything's great, but. And, you know, whenever a doctor says but, you know, your heart skips a beat. And she told me I had very high triglycerides, and I need to start taking care of it. And she gave me a prescription for Visipa, which is a drug that lowers your triglycerides. And you've seen my show, how cheap I am. I figured, you know, I'll just go to the health food store and get some fish oil. So, you know, but you've seen the show too. I'm also a nerd, so I did my research and realized, you know, the over-the-counter fish oil stuff, things like that, it might lower your triglycerides, but it will most likely raise your bad cholesterol, which is a bad thing. It's robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yeah. So I started taking the Visipa. It's lowered my triglycerides, but you know, I generally don't work with companies unless they give back to the community. I mean, you've seen how much charity work I do in Vegas. It's real important to me. And if you go to their website, lowermytrigs.com, they have, for qualifying patients, you can get a prescription copay card for as low as $9 a month. And that's what, you know, made me start working with these people, because they care and they give back.
That's phenomenal.
And because it's a big thing, you know, people go out and they get they go to the doctor, they get a prescription, that's all great, but if they can't afford the medicine, you know, it's a bad thing. I mean, with this, just about anybody can afford $9 a month. And I'm just trying to get the message out there. A healthier life is a happier life. I've lost weight, Chum's lost weight, Corey's lost weight. The old man, you know, he's really old and grumpy. I can't tell him what to do. But,
yeah, there's really no turning back to that point.
A healthier lifestyle is a happier lifestyle. That's the way I look at it. That's why I'm just trying to push that to everybody.
But I'm assuming when you first got that call, you must have been like, okay, what? What just happened? It's going to be a little bit.
Yeah, I had no idea what a triglyceride was, you know. Yeah, it turns out it's fats in your bloodstream, and when that is very high, that's a bad thing.
No question. Now, so for people that are recommended or rather concerned about the triglycerides, is this something that you can only find via a blood test? Like you go in, you ask your doctor, let's run a full test and see.
You got to go in, you ask your doctor about it.
All right, awesome. Is there certain? Are you in a risky age? Is there an age that we should be looking out for? Is it any age?
You know, I really don't know. You know, I'm not a doctor. Hopefully I'll play one on TV one day.
Look, you get plenty of time. I mean, but, you get the 6 kids, sure, you got the plaza, you got the shop, you got all this stuff, you got the app, the pornography. Can't you become a doctor too? Come on, Rick. Slacking.
If there was a little more time in the day, I'd go to medical school, but unfortunately there's not.
Rick, it's always a pleasure seeing you, man. We're glad you're on the path to better health, and it's great talking to you as always, pal.
Thanks a lot.
All right, take the extra step. Reduce your very high triglycerides with Visipa. It's right there on your screen. If you want the website, talk to your doctor about it. For more on Rick's story, Visipa.com, right there.